Well, at the making of this movie, we have absolutely no experience with leukemia as of November 19th, 2007. And I hope to be getting some experience with leukemia very shortly. But I will tell you this, kids cure things. We have kid movies and you can see that they, like that, they take out their allergies. That kid he's like teaching his little friends how to cure stuff. He was sick all winter. He would be sick the entire winter it goes to 25 below where they live. And when he was 4, he started curing himself. His mother, there's something I want to tell you before I go on with this, just to prepare you. This is weird. It is absolutely ludicrous that what we're going to talk about here cures anything whatsoever. So this is pretty strange stuff, okay? And it gets, the more I tell you about it, the stranger it will get, the more ridiculous it will get. And encourage your kids, get out of their way and actually encourage them to cure stuff. Because it's not weird to them and they'll cure it a lot faster than you ever would if you had it. And since most of the people who have leukemia are kids, I would say that we're going to see a lot of leukemia cures if their parents can get out of the way and just let them do it, because they will. The kids will run with the ball. They will cure these diseases, these cancers. Now, you see a lot of people curing cancer. I mean, there's a lot of related shows, because a lot of people cure cancer. And we've done a lot of cure shows with them, So you listen to those and you get the idea of how it's done. I mean, Charles Smith had cancer wrapped around his heart. They gave him 3 months to live and arranged hospice care for him. And he's the guy who donated RCD after he cured his cancer. So if people can do that, kids will cure their leukemia. Because kids are going to be a lot better at curing cancer than Charles Smith ever was. If he can do it, they'll do it. Okay? Now this is the book. It's A Call to Immunics. And in the book, let me tell you some weird stuff. Okay? In the book, you're going to find a list of pathologies. And then I printed my copy out, by the way, in 8.5 by 11. It's a 6 by 9 book, but I decided I like a decent-sized printout, so I printed my copy out big. Anyway, I want you to just pretend, because you're not going to be able to read the thing anyway on the screen. So pretend in this hand I have a list of pathologies, and in this hand I have a list of bodies. Okay, one of those bodies is the physical body. And there are 11 other ones. I told you it was weird. And what you're going to do is you're going to learn how to take these pathologies out of these bodies. The way you do that is you scan. You're going to go body by body. Well, first you're going to go pathology by pathology, and you're going to test for the first pathology. You're going to find you don't have it. And the second one, you're going to find you don't have it. And the third one, you'll find you don't have it. And then the fourth one, oh my God, you're going to get a signal. Now, you're going to learn how to get signals when you do lesson number 1. So that's what you're going to do after you finish listening to me talk. You're going to go and you're going to do lesson number 1. And you're going to find out that there's 4 kinds of signals. Okay? The first signal you learn about in lesson number 1 is a negative medical test. That your doctor says, my God, you don't have leukemia anymore. It's gone. I don't know what happened. I've been treating you for this for 4 years, and we've done hundreds of tests on you. So we know there's no mistake. You had leukemia, and we're going to have to retest you because we're not picking it up on this test. And they retest you, and they find it's not there, and then they do a bunch of more tests, and they find it isn't there. And that's a negative medical test. That's what that means. And that's what people get with this. See, the reason you would do something this weird with 11 bodies, okay? I don't believe I'm telling you this, is that you get a negative medical test like all these other people did, you know. And when you listen to lesson number 1, you'll hear actually somebody leaving a message about having tested negative for 3 incurable viruses. 3 viruses that you never test negative for again. You know, you have Epstein-Barr when you're, you know, 12 or 15, and you've got it for the rest of your life. You know, people who have chronic fatigue syndrome, you know, when I was a kid, I'm 63. I cured 2 kinds of herpes, by the way. I was cure 0 in the cure drive. I'm Bayard. When you, you know, back when I was a kid, you know, they used to call it mononucleosis, you know, and you got that when you were 16, and you got chronic fatigue when you're 35. And like the woman who does our advertising campaign, she lives in Holland, she was in a wheelchair. She had crippling Epstein-Barr virus, chronic fatigue syndrome, and it's gone. She goes camping now. She's working. This may be how you found this, because she may have put an ad in the leukemia search, you know, that you found. And that's how you came here. So, you know, okay, it's weird, but you have to bear in mind that these people cured these things. You know, there's like, at this point, 52,000 reported cures on our website. So you just have to, you know, you just have to remind yourself of that when you feel like bagging it, if you haven't already. I mean, I think a lot of people already turned this movie off, you know, because your kids are so important to you. And when a child has leukemia, I mean, I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of angry emails like, how dare you, you know, say that you can cure leukemia, it's incurable, you know, how dare you, you charlatan, how dare you say that, especially because we haven't yet. There isn't anybody who cured it yet. So be the first kid on your block to cure your leukemia. How about that one for an ad? You know what? I think I'm going to put that in, actually. Be the first kid on your block to cure your leukemia. I love it. I think it'll get somebody's attention anyway. Making people mad is sometimes the way to reach them, you know. This is what I found through long and hard experience in life. Anyway, this is what you're going to see. You know, you're going to see people curing leukemia like they cure everything else. You know, that's the wave of the future. So we're going to eradicate cancer from the planet because people can cure it. They do. And, you know, it's very hard for a lot of people to let themselves know that. But, you know, we've got people putting bumper stickers on their cars all over the world saying curedrive.org, you know, and the current one I think says 42,000 cures and counting. And as more bumper stickers go on more cars, more people are going to find, you know, because, you know, the woman in the car behind you, her child has leukemia, and she's frantic with worrying, like wondering what to do about it. So if she sees the bumper sticker on the back window of your Mercedes, she's going to take that seriously. You know, if you drive an old, you know, clunker, she probably won't take it so seriously. She'll think you're just another person with faith, you know, faith and no money. But if she sees that you have money and faith and you can afford to go to the doctor and you still know people can cure things, you know, she may decide to allow her child to cure, you know, the leukemia. So this is what we're doing now. We're telling the world that people cure things. And I guess I can't talk more than 10 minutes on this movie because it's a YouTube movie. I wanted to put it on YouTube. We host our own movies, but I thought I'll put these on YouTube and more people will see them. So get in there, do lesson 1, and give us a call, and let's do a cure show with you and your child on leukemia.